Was cracking YouTube, but check this out real quick. Now you see my stat line at the top of the screen. I'm one rebound away from a pretty important accomplishment in 2K terms. Why Strap come and snatch that motherfucker and then hands me the ball afterward? That's crazy work right there. I couldn't believe he really did that shit. So you know what, Strap, go ahead, push for me. Push, 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 Strap. Get up, push. Nah, that's always good, clean form. I always tell my team if it was meant to be, I should have got the rebound my goddamn self. I don't ever blame nobody for nothing I couldn't have done because I had the opportunity to do it. Any day, today's message is become the best version of yourself. Today we playing against a team, I don't know how else to say this. They like Puerto Rican, they got like Latin things going on throughout their team. They're always a challenge to me. I don't know why. Every time I play a team that says Puerto Rico or Puerto Rican or Dominican, anything, the game always lag or there's always something with these type of teams. Not to mention, they just always be a tough team. If you go to a stream of theirs, you can't understand shit none of those people are saying unless you speak Spanish. I mean, they communicate the whole game and be don't understand shit that's going on, but them motherfuckers be balling. I swear to God, they got a lockdown that is the greatest fucking lockdown I probably done played against this year, and he happen to have the name Chuck Norris, not YT. My mind, I'm thinking they don't know shit about Chuck Norris. Like, really know about Chuck, Walker, Texas Ranger, Chuck Norris. They don't know shit about Chuck Norris. But nonetheless, it's going to be a very tough team to go against. And the only way to really beat these type of teams is individually. Everybody on the team must strive to become the best version of themselves individually. And then you take that same effort and work together to produce a great outcome. So, NBA 2K Proam rather. How does it work? How do you win at it? How do you get good teammates and all that? It all starts the same for everybody, right? I don't care what time you start. This is how it works. You play in 2K, you start off playing with your friends and family, right? That's how it always starts off. You got the game. For us that grew up in the 90s, early 2000s, you grew up playing against your friends in the neighborhood, playing against your cousin when they came over. That's what niggas do. We played Madden, we played 2K, it was a bunch of games out. NFL Street, NBA Street, Fight for New York, Def Jam, all that shit. So that's how we started out. Now, once you get into the more competitive side of playing video games, you have to play with people that are like-minded and similar to your skill level. Now, you take this team we're going up against today, right? Their center is clearly the best player. He's gonna do his thing this game. There ain't much we can do about it, right? I tell people all the time, yes, we're good. Does not mean another team can't be good as well. Yes, we play hard and we have good chemistry. It does not mean other teams can't play hard and have good chemistry as well. Does that make sense? The reason why you become the best version of yourself is so that when you go against somebody that's just as good as you, what's going to be the determining factor to make it a win or a loss, right? So when building up that team, you start off playing with your family and friends, right? That's how I started off anyway. I'm going to just say for me, that's how I began playing 2K. I started playing with my cousins. Once I was in the military, I was playing with friends I was in the military with. And for the most part, we had a pretty good team, but I saw other teams that were better, and they shot the ball better. The ball movement was better. Their defense was amazing. And I'm like, yo, we got to get to that point. And don't get me wrong, for the most part, when you start off playing with friends and family, y'all be on the same page. But if you're putting 12 hours in a day playing, and the next person on your team is only putting in the hour or two that y'all actually hop on and play together, how much better are they gonna get at the game? Not as much, right? For the record, I would never play 12 goddamn hours. At most nowadays, like when I was younger, I probably could have played like 5-6 hours straight. Now I'm good for about 3 games at the most, and then I'm done for the day. I can't play no more after that. You know, I have mastered the game at this point. But anyway, you have to surround yourself with people that are on the same type of time you are. So what happens is you start playing in the rec, start playing in the park, and you'll see somebody that does something that you feel like can help the team, and you try your best to recruit them. After a while, you start recruiting these players, and it just so happens that they start to replace the players around you that was not on the same type of timing, that was not going to get the same energy, that was not trying to reach the same goal. And a lot of times, these be your family and friends. Now, keep in mind, this is a video game. It does not have to affect a relationship in real life. It just doesn't. It's a video game. But a lot of times when I'm telling you these things, they do start to apply to real life, because as you begin to do more in your life, it's going to come a time when you have to cut off people that do not want to see you succeed. You have to surround yourself with more like-minded people, or people that's more successful, because that's what you're chasing. The people that's around you, the family and friends that can't see the value in what you're going for and can't just support you in it, you have to kind of let them go. It's not that you don't love them, it's that you want more out of the life than what you already got. Same thing with your 2K player. Your player is not going to be good at that 85 overall when you first buy your player. No, that's not going to do much for you. You have to get them to 99, because the best players and the best teams have 99 players, right? You got to get to 99, then you got to get all your badges. The best players got all their badges maxed out. And then you have to understand how to use boosts, because the best players are using them, right? I was somebody that's very big on not using them, but if the top players are using it and I can afford to do so, I'm gonna use them as well. You know, simple as that. But over time, once you surround yourself with like-minded people, like-minded individuals, like-minded teammates, then you have to build the chemistry. At first, when you start playing in the rec, right, if you got just a solid 5, you're gonna win in the rec. And then when you first took your ass to Proam, they was blowing you out the water. They was whooping your ass left and right. And it's frustrating, because you feel like you got a better team, you got better individual talent, and you're trying to figure out why the hell the shit that was working in the park and working in the rec ain't working against this team that been playing together for years. So how do you get to the point where they're at? Simple. You have to grind together and go through the struggle together. Watch film together. Talk about, ways to improve. If they're on the same type of time you're on, they're going to be more receptive and listen. And if they're not trying to be more receptive and listen, you got to do the same process. Keep finding the right people until you build a chemistry and culture that everybody can flourish in. On my team, everybody has a role. Everybody has to do something to make the team go, right? And the thing about it is, once you really build a team, I'm going to have more than 4 other guys to play with. So depending on who's playing, you have to be able to adjust to the personnel on the floor. Like I said, the way my strategy works, it doesn't matter who we go up against. You got to put your best foot forward, and I need everybody to be on point as the best version of themselves to give us the best possible chance to win. Once you get to a point where you build your team and the team chemistry starts going good, at that point, the only thing left to do from there is to keep improving yourself, right? For 2K, a lot of people, this might be the time where you make another build or something like that. And me personally, I don't really suggest necessarily making more builds unless it's all in agreement with the team. What I'm talking about more so is figure out more things. Go actually play 2K. Instead of spending money on a new build, go play 2K with a regular NBA player that's very similar to your player. Figure out tips and tricks you can use to help yourself out individually. Like me, myself personally, I've mastered 2K. Like, I can play the game in a full-blown argument with somebody and still be just as productive. That's just because that's how long I played. That's how many times I've seen the different defenses. I've seen how to attack. I've seen how to score. I've seen how to get people open. I've done it so many times that I've mastered it. It's kind of like tying your shoe. When you first try to tie your shoe, you're trying to figure out the best way to do it. Once you get it down, you don't even think about tying your shoe. You just do it. You master tying your shoe. You can do it without looking. You can do it whether the shoestrings white, black, blue, purple, green. It don't matter. Like, you didn't master tying your shoe. That's how I am with 2K. I mastered it, right? And even though I mastered the game, I still am trying to improve myself. Like, I'm still trying to learn how to dribble better. I'm still trying to learn new moves to get myself open. And I'm still trying to teach my teammates little things here and there so they can be better, right? And I just hope that they're responsive to the message that I'm trying to give them. And as long as that dynamic keeps working, where they're trying to get better, I'm trying to get better, even though we're all as good as we can be, then the next part of getting better after you have gotten as good as you can be is to go out and prove it. Play in the leagues, play in the tournaments. You think your strategy is so good, go play against these other people that feel like their strategy is so good. You know, don't just settle for mediocrity. Don't put all that hard work in for nothing. Go prove that you're a master, that you're the best. And that's what it's all about. And this is why I'm telling y'all, you have to improve and keep being the best version of you. And you can take what I'm saying about 2K and apply it in real life. Like, things could happen in real life that you don't expect. You know, a setback. I don't care how big or small, it is a minor setback, because life does not have to end just because something bad happened or a situation occurred. You get the chance every day you wake up. You thank God that you wake up and you get a chance to improve something about you that day. You ain't gotta get it all in one day. Just improve something about you that day. And you take that every single day. Eventually, over the course of some years, you'll look up and be very proud of what you become. And you'll be very happy that you decided from this day forward, you was gonna be the best version of yourself. No matter what. No matter what other people think about you, because it doesn't matter what they think about you. You tell most people about your dreams, they're gonna kill it. You can't be that. That's stupid. Why do you think you can do that? Who do you think you are? They'll kill it. Why should their opinions affect how you live your life? And even more important, you have to let go of the things, as much as it may hurt. You have to let go of the things that's gonna keep you from getting to your potential. Could be family, could be friends, it could be somebody you really, really close to. And you know the only thing that's gonna hold you back from getting where you wanna go is them. Let them know. See if they're willing to change or help you get there. And if they're not, you gotta do what's best for you at the end of the day, because you only get one life. And a lot of times, the best way you can help everybody else is to just keep becoming the best version of you. I know Steve Harvey said it before, like, the best thing you can do for broke people is not be one of them. Because if you're broke and they broke, how does that help anybody? But if they're broke and you got it, oh, you can be the biggest help they ever had in their life. You see how that works? So the best thing you can do is keep becoming the best version of you, no matter what. Now that we got that out the way, this particular game right here, man, it was tough. Like I said in the beginning, this lockdown, Chuck Norris, he was like that. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, I always give credit when credit is due. This center was like that. He was like that. The point guard, he was all right. I mean, he wasn't the worst, but he was all right. But this shooting guard, oh, that nigga was trash. Like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. The shooting guard that they had on this team was trash, man. And y'all saw in the beginning, they had a great record. And I always get that. But when you start playing against some of these teams, you realize some people, you know, they kind of own the team because maybe they related to the team captain, or maybe they all just good friends in real life and that dude just ain't as skillful. We all been there and done that. Everybody's played with people that they know in real life, and that's your boy. It does not affect how you feel about them as a person in real life. But when it comes to this goddamn video game, hey man, sometimes some people got it and sometimes some people don't. And this shooting guard, he just didn't have it. Like, he didn't have nothing that I felt like was the reason why this team got to 70 goddamn wins. I'm just being honest. Like, his defense was bad. Offensively, yeah, eventually if you leave somebody open, they might make one, but like, he couldn't do anything. I picked on him the whole second half. The whole second half of this game, I just picked on the shooting guard. I didn't worry about nothing else. Right there, I'm throwing it to his corner. You're gonna see, even by the end of the game, I fed Savage the rest of the fucking game as much as I could, just because I knew he had the favorable matchup in this particular game. As you can see, their center was killing. He was grabbing every rebound. I believe he had a pretty decent pass accuracy. So he was finding his teammates, and he was tough. They ran kind of a pick and roll for the most part, but it wasn't all like, that wasn't the thing that was the reason why they got the record that they do. Like, their offense was not like just like that. They didn't strike fear in us on the offensive side of the ball. Where their strength was defensively. They all moved cohesively as a unit. Everybody besides probably the shooting guard. The shooting guard, he was lost. I don't know what was going on with him. But everybody else moved well. Like I said, this guy was pressuring me the whole fucking game. I couldn't really get open, and I couldn't really find any openings. And it made it tough. As you can see at this point, getting to the free throw line, we down 7 points going into the fourth quarter at this point. And like I said, I just started noticing to myself, I was like, hey, I don't think this center can shoot. Like, the center was grabbing all the rebounds and doing everything. But I was like, I don't think he can shoot. He has not shown the ability to pop. And what I always tell my teammates, early in the game, see if that guy can shoot. If you're going to leave him open, you know, dare him to shoot one, do it early. That way, later in the game, we know what to expect. You know, that way, when they run that pick and roll, we know to switch it because he's looking for a jump shot, all those different type of things. So that's what I always tell my teammates. But I noticed he ain't really shot the ball, which makes me believe that they really only have 4 people that can potentially score, right? From there, you just started picking on who you can pick on. Like I said, they shooting guard, very easy target to pick on. His help was bad. His offensive decision making was bad. I'm pretty sure his teammates was yelling at him like it kind of got easy after a while. And once it got that easy, you just kind of adjust from there. From there, they'll start leaving more and more people open. As you see right there, shooting guard again. You know, I don't know why he's leaving Savage wide open, but like, after a while, you just start picking up on tendencies. And then you start to fight your way back. You develop a game plan. I tell my team, hey, we're going to go to 2-3 zone. Now, we had played man pretty much the entire game. And then we got to a point where I was like, hey, the center ain't really popping. Let's go to 2-3 zone. We went to 2-3 zone, got a couple stops, you know, some momentum going. All of a sudden, it's a 3-point ball game. 3-point ball game, like it's anybody's game at this point. And again, the one person I know is going to make a bad decision is the shooting guard. Right? At the end of the day, he's going to do something to fuck them up to where we're going to be okay. If you see right here, Savage was isolated on the shooting guard. He got to the cup, made a tough bucket. I'm feeling confident at this point. I don't really know what to expect. Throughout the game, Chuck Norris, who was hounding me all goddamn game, he picked up some foul trouble. You know, as he picked up foul trouble, we just got more and more confident. Because now with him in foul trouble, he can't press me nearby as much. So, and then they have to decide who's going to guard who. All right, so just simply trusting each other, being the best version of ourselves, working together, we're able to kind of develop a game plan that can either help us win or just help us have a really good game. At the end of the day, I tell people all the time, if we lose, we lose. We're not going to win every single game. It's just not possible. There's no way for us to win every single game just because there are people out there that's just as good as us. There are people out there that work just as hard as us. There are people out there that are the best version of themselves as well. That's what makes all of this fun at the end of the day. So coming down late into the fourth quarter, it was pretty much going to be on their center to try to make plays for them. And when you're in these moments, the only thing you're looking about is to not give them second chance points. Obviously, their center was doing a great job on the boards. He was crashing left and right, getting every fucking rebound under the sun. And it was annoying. But on the defensive side of the ball, you got somebody you can pick on. And because you got two people you can pick on at this point, as you're going to see, Strap pass me the ball, cut, get it back, get an easy bucket. Now that we can pick on the point guard and the shooting guard. Offense for us is figured out. The offense is figured out. We don't have to do nothing different. We ain't got to run nothing special. We're going to pick on them too. Defensively is where you need to figure it out. So we go to 2-3, and I was telling my team, hey, 2-3 is weak on the boards. Right? Y'all saw the center getting a whole bunch of offensive rebound. I'm letting my team know 2-3 zone is weak on the boards. The reason why 2-3 zone is so effective is because of the defensive pressure in playing the passing lanes. So as long as y'all stay in people's way, as long as y'all stay in the way, we can box out the center, and that'll give us a better chance to secure the rebound. Right? So you see at this point, they can't really find too much open. Of course, like I said, the point guard, he was fake decent, finding ways into the mid-range, but I was fine as long as we wasn't giving up threes and we wasn't giving up second chance points. That was going to be okay. As you see again, Savage he keep finding himself open, and he pretty much kept us in the game the whole second half. I mean, I have one more turnover than I should. And you know, it's not my fault a lot of times when I had these turnovers. Like, I can't do nothing about it. That's just 2K. But everybody did a great job of just trusting the process, staying in it. And now that we got down to this point, it's a minute left. All we need to do is get 1 or 2 stops, and that's gonna be the ball game. So what I did was I started letting Strap, we're in 2-3 zone, right? So this is how big my IQ is. I started letting Strap take the ball so I can start focusing. As you see, Jamaica with just a monster block. Probably the biggest player of the game on this center who's been getting offensive rebounds all game. Now I took the side with the shooting guard on it because I was like, eventually they're gonna make a mistake. So we got a big stop. At this point, Chuck Norris, he has too many fouls, so his aggressiveness is gone. Once your aggressiveness is gone as a defender, I already know where I'm picking at. So right there, I send him through, bring Strap back up top. Savage has the easy cut through. I'm gonna wait out the reach, give it to him. He goes up, gets his own rebound, kicks it to Jamaica for the game winner, and he missed that bitch. But Strap again got his own rebound. Now we at the point where we sitting pretty. We just holding the ball. Right? We just holding the ball. And this is what happens when you become the best version of yourself. You're able to put yourself in position to make plays when it matters the most. Jamaica had been getting out rebounded all game, but he stayed with it and got a huge block that helped us secure the win. Anyway, thank y'all for listening to me. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. And keep getting out there and grinding, man. Keep focusing on becoming the best version of you. Whatever that looks like, whether in 2K or in real life, become the best version of you. It's been Lethal. I'll catch y'all in the next video. I'm out.